For the past year and a half, our Care 11 investigative team's series Cruel and Unusual has been exposing the mistreatment of people while in custody. Tonight at 10, reporter AJ Legault shares a story that's difficult to watch and even harder to comprehend. So Kent sat down with AJ for a preview.
After receiving disturbing video of a pregnant woman taken into custody without being charged with a crime and then shackled to a gurney after going into labor, Care 11's AJ Legault began searching for answers.
How did we get there is the million-dollar question.
What AJ found was a bizarre story involving shoplifting at a local Menards that led police to the home of a man they thought was involved.
The reality was a man purchased gift cards at an online site and used them to buy a snowblower. He wasn't the thief. He wasn't part of any shoplifting ring. And next thing you know, police are kicking down his door.
Police audio reveals Maple Grove and Dayton police did announce themselves, but didn't give the couple inside much time to react.
27 seconds and the police were kicking in the door to this home looking for a snowblower.
We were so scared. My husband started shouting and told me, call the 911, call the 911.
I grabbed the gun and I look. From the window, I see a guy in civilian clothes. Looks very angry.
Faris Hussein later told investigators he thought this detective was trying to break in, so he fired warning shots. Police then returned fire. Remarkably, no one was hurt.
Faris, come out of the house with your hands up. This is a stupid search warrant for a snowblower. Come on with your hands up and give us a snowblower and we're good.
Guys, you're police?
Yes.
What the f***'s going on?
Well, you're shooting at us. I'm scared shitless,
Yes,
dude.
because you broke in my house.
No, we had a search warrant like we said. Okay?
Search warrant for what?
The snowblower, dude, in the garage.
A short time later, Faris was arrested and charged with use of deadly force against peace officers. Sarah wasn't charged, but was taken into custody.
I don't know what I did, why I'm here.
Why Sarah was taken into custody is unexplainable. She's on the phone with 911 and cooking dinner.
AJ says investigators technically had 36 hours to decide whether to charge her or let her go.
They held her for the entire 36 hours, even though she was in labor, and she is shackled to her bed.
And that act of shackling her to her bed is not something that is standard procedure.
It's illegal. Minnesota passed a law, it went into effect in 2015, that law enforcement shall not shackle a pregnant woman unless there are some very specific exemptions.
Those only include cases where patients pose an extreme risk to others or themselves. AJ interviewed experts who say Sarah clearly doesn't fit that bill.
And has never even been accused of a crime.
Sarah was eventually unshackled and managed to deliver a healthy baby, and charges against Faris were eventually dropped. But he lost his job, and AJ says they're all still trying to pick up the pieces.
They're sitting at home a few weeks from having their first baby, and that gets blown up. The house gets ransacked after the raid, so, all their preparations to bring this baby home are wrecked. They end up having to stay in a motel because the house is so damaged. This was extremely traumatic and tough on this family.
Sarah has now filed a federal lawsuit alleging her civil rights were violated. And tonight at 10, AJ explains how it's just one way the couple is now trying to fight back.